Hi, I hope all is okay. It is a really very complicated period. Today it started something like a war in Ukraine. I hope in the next day it will be better. The situation is not easy after COVID, a war in Europe. But we will follow my method for Alto recorder. I am at page 164. I have to speak about Mordente, but before I have to tell you something again concerning Appoggiatura. The problem of the Appoggiatura is that the Appoggiatura is a note instead of another. I have to make a C and I play B instead of C, and after will arrive C. But you can play something instead of something else only if you are writing this something else. You cannot play an appoggiatura at the beginning of a piece. For example, for solo flute, if I have to start with G, I cannot start with because no one was writing a G. I can make F sharp instead of G if I am making, because I'm writing a G. So I can make an appoggiatura because it's a note at the place of another. But I have to writing to be sure that we arrive this note and then to make something else. You can make an acciaccatura on the first note of a piece. I'm writing an A. No, I'm writing nothing. The first note is A, and I can making acciaccatura. I think this is Mozart too. Okay, now we read. The Mordente is another ornament which is normally played with 3 notes. The first and the last are the ornamented note. The second is above or below the first. We normally use the lower mordent, that is the one with the lower middle note. The symbol of a lower mordent is like an N with a vertical cut. There is no cut when it stands for an upper or inverted mordente. An Italian mordente inferiore, pirori, mordente superiore, piriri. The most famous lower mordent comes at the beginning of the Toccata and Fugue in D minor by Bach, here in G minor because I have an alto recorder. Is famous. Like an acciaccatura, the mordente is played very quickly. The problem is that because the third note is the longest of the 3, we are inclined, to play it on the beat. In the example by Bach above, it doesn't make much difference because you start. It's very difficult to understand if the beat is upon the first D or upon the second. But in a piece, like in the piece But in most music it's necessary or better to play the mordent with the first note on the beat. I have added example of the mordent to extract from a sonata by Marcello below and follow it with a transcription that clarifies performance practice. So if you see, the first note is a C, mordente C, B, C, but is transcribed with the beat on the first C. And what is the difference between the accent, the beat upon the first or the third note? If I make on the third note is the difference is very small. And in many plays we make mordente in levare, so with the beat on the third note. In this case, I was playing pirurim, 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 because it's very difficult. It is against nature, contra natura. If I play pirurim, 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 and the difference is so small, but the goal, the direction is to make the ornaments with the first note on the beat. And after we will see what happens in a different situation with different instruments, if you are alone, if you play with something else. So now I play allegro without boom boom boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think the end is different in Marcello. As before, it's a good exercise if you make a mordente, for example, in each note of a scale of C major, and you make mordente up, lower mordente, mordente inferiore of each note. And this is a good exercise, because if you make just one mordente, it's not, probably you will never play good mordente. The upper mordente is used less frequently in early music. It is normally replaced by the trill. We will speak about the trill after. In the example below, you will find some upper mordents, mordente superiore, with their transcription. For mordents with difficult fingering, you could use alternative finger, as explained at the end of this chapter. Okay. The turn, gruppetto in Italiano, is a group of 4 notes around the ornamented note. I will give an example with number. If we have to play a turn on the number 5, it will involve 6, 5, 4, 5. So, upper note, down note. 6, 5, 4, 5. If we have to play a turn on the note F, it will comprise the note G, F, E, F. It has the note above the ornamented note, the note below the ornamented note. The symbol used for the turn is an horizontal S. Here there are some turns and transcription. It could be that you make 5 notes with a legatura tied just with one tonguing, or you make ta 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 ta. It's the pen for many. As before, it's a good exercise if you make a gruppetto of each note of scale. There is a gruppetto that has an inverted position, so lower, written, upper, and written. It is written with the S, but like in a mirror, written like in a mirror, but is more rare. Here we have a famoso adagio by Mozart. The turn is written on a dotted quarter, so in this case the turn has to be played in a different, more complicated way. See the transcription of the first 8 bar of this adagio. This is a turn, a gruppetto, between E and F. So you play E, the gruppetto, and then F, but with this rhythm. Pa para pa 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 para pa pa. This is a special case. Lovely piece, not easy. Lovely piece, not easy. This other fragment from a sonata, from a Mozart piano sonata, contains various ornaments. Remember that with a dotted minimum, the appoggiatura has the length of a minima. I'm sorry. This was the transcription. Not easy. Acciaccatura, acciaccatura, appoggiatura, appoggiatura, turn, gruppetto, appoggiatura, and after okay, so we had 2 ornaments today. Bye bye.